What's up folk, welcome back to the channel. We are back at Knockhill for rounds 5 and 6 of the Scottish Legends Cars Championship. Testing yesterday went okay, a couple of little issues here and there, but today we're going to go meet Chris Dewey of Rubber Duck Racing, who for the first time this season is fielding 2 cars, and he's straight off the back of his first win at the last race meeting. Obviously we saw him get his first podium in an earlier video from earlier on in the season, so we're going to go and see what he's got to say, follow the team through the meeting and see how they get on. Chris Dewey, the main man behind Rubber Duck Racing, you've had a little bit of success so far this season. Tell us what's been going on up until this point in the season.
Up to this point in the season so far, we've actually been progressing very well. We came up for pre-season testing in February and landed up being the fastest car, which was a bit of a shock for us, to be honest, after struggling with the car last season. Andrew and the guys up here have put a bit of work into it over the winter time, just altering small things, small details, so we can get some confidence in the car. We came up for the first round and managed a podium, our first podium in Legends racing at all. And then in the last round up at Knockhill, we managed a P4 in race 1. We managed to win race 2, which was unbelievable. And then to top it off, we managed to get a P3 from the back.
Now, you yourself, you're not racing today, you're racing in the second meeting tomorrow. You've decided to make the 22 car a team car. What was the decision behind that? Why did you make that choice?
To be honest, at the beginning of the season we weren't sure, budget-wise, health-wise, various other reasons, life in general, what we're going to do, how many meetings we can actually manage to get to. So by entering the car as a team car, it gives us a little bit of flexibility to still run our car, because the car deserves to be on the track. It's a mega bit of kit, so if I can't be in it, we'll get Scott in it.
The inside, the outside doesn't really care. I think he'd rather on the outside in turn 1 as long as it is on the inside, however, so I'm sure you'll have to find a way to make that one of the Scottish Legends this weekend. The red lights are ablaze on the gantry. We wait, we race, and we go a lot earlier than last time. It's a great start from Daniel Clark in the 14. Alistair Calderwood is being bumped by 1, 2, 3.
Scott Smith and Chris Dewey. Scott, you've been out in the car this morning, first race is done, you came 10th, how did you get on, how did you find it?
Oh, mega. I've got a fast car with me, a great setup on the car. Me, Chris and Phil have worked on it all morning and the car is on point. It's just a bit of meat that's inside it that's got to improve a little bit. I'm just, car's unfamiliar to me, it's not my car, so just jumping into the weekend, getting used to it, so I'm just starting to kind of find the pace and pick up. I am now at the stage where I'm familiar with the car, but I'm starting to find I'm overdriving it, so I just need to wind it back a wee bit. However, I think we're doing what we need to do, Chris.
So far this morning, mate, to be fair, you've done exactly what you needed to do this morning. The result was exactly what it needed to be. No exceptional risks taken. Brought the car home clean, tidy and consistent. So.
So while I've got a wee bit of time between races, I thought it'd be a good idea to do a little bit of a walk around of the Legend cars, since I haven't really done that yet. If you want to know a little bit more about driving these cars, I have a video where I went out on track and experienced one. Basically, you can see that. It's the first video on the channel. So Legend car, long story short, we've got a Yamaha XJR 1250 engine at the very front and a locked rear axle right at the very back. Small 15 litre fuel cell. Obviously only do sprint races in Legend cars, so we don't need a lot of fuel. Also, you can see straight away there isn't a massive amount of space to carry an awful lot of fuel. Fire extinguisher in the rear, and you can just see some of the link bars down there for the suspension as well. And then if we move inside the car, you can see that it's very, very tight inside, but it's also very, very basic. So we've got a 5-speed sequential gearbox, same as the motorbike, And you'll also notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pedals. You can just about see the throttle down there. Now, the main reason that we run these 4 pedals is because these cars are originally designed for oval racing, and once you get into second or third gear on an oval, you don't need the clutch anymore. So we use this second brake pedal so that we don't have to move our foot from the throttle to the brake pedal, which just minimises the time that it takes to get between the brakes and the throttle. It just makes it a little bit better. Again, rev counter, that's pretty much the only gauge that we have in this car. We have an oil pressure light that comes on if we lose oil pressure, and a shift light. But other than that, that is basically it. These cars are super simple, very little to them. Again, tubular space frame chassis. You can see all the bars in the car up here, which are all part of the chassis, a little bit like the saloon stock cars that we looked at. The car is its own roll cage. Other than that, there's not a massive amount to these things. The rear axles are, believe it or not, a cut and shut Toyota Celica rear axle and running gear. We run Willwood disc brakes on the front, which you can just about see through the wheel, and we run just standard drums on the rear. Again, not particularly sophisticated, but it keeps it nice and cheap, nice and simple, easy to work on, easy to repair, and that's pretty much what Legends are all about. Oh, Heat 2, starting from basically the same place you were in the first one. What's the plan?
Just make some spaces, mate. Pick off every car in front of me. Take an opportunity when I see it. Don't make any irrational decisions, and bring it home nice and clean.
You're probably one of the faster cars in the mid-pack. Does that give you any extra confidence?
It does, yeah. It's also a wee bit of pressure because I know that I should be able to get onto the back of the front guys. If I can do that and maintain that for the race, I'll be happy. But we'll just see what happens, Harry.
Can you? Do that. I'll give you.
Scott, last race of the weekend for yourself. It has started to pour with rain for the final. First time this year we've had a fully wet race. How are you feeling?
I'm looking forward to it, mate. I love the wet. When I used to race bikes, I was always faster in the wet. Don't know if it's just the style, being smooth. Hopefully it will transfer over to the car. A couple of wet races last year, so I have got experience. And as I say, I'm comfortable in the wet, so who knows, man.
So now that we're in the holding area, everything else is done, the grid is formed, and all we have to do now is see who's going to come out on top in a very, very wet final. Scott seems reasonably confident about it. Obviously Chris is in the car tomorrow, so hopefully have a nice clean final race, get everyone back, no damage, and hopefully not too much work for us to do in the evening. And yeah, let's bring you the final. Rubber Duck Racing P6 in the final, a very wet final. Car looked to be going really well. The two of you look quite happy. What have you got to say for the day?
Thanks for loaning me your car, mate. Thanks for trusting me. What a machine. Guys, just to let you know, Chris has actually got another car that's available for hire. It's available as of the next round, so whenever you want a shot on one of these, get in touch. Rubber Duck Racing, come and have a go. You've seen what they perform like in the dry, in the wet. This guy's your man to talk to about getting a legend for hire.
Chris, Dewey, day 2, you're in the car today. Morning warm-up just happened, how did it go?
It was alright, didn't really have much grip out there to be honest, and we've just come in, the car felt a bit flat halfway through the session. We've just come in and realised that the timing's quite a way out, so just going to time it up now, get it prepped and head for race 1 and see how we get on.
Because he's a rookie to the series, has to start at the back. His 2-car star, Brixton Madison, starting right.
Red lights are ablaze on the gantry. We wait for a moment, we keep on waiting, and there's the gap operating.
Race 1 out the road, kind of fell back a little bit at the start, but the car looked really quick in the latter half of the race. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, to be honest, we got boxed in at the start. The initial start was okay, but going down into turn 1, it's just quite a tight pinch point there, so we just got boxed in a bit on the inside, and then missed a gear on the exit of the hairpin, unfortunately, which is a long drag then up to Clark's. So, yeah, then we got sort of involved into a race, settled down a bit, cleared a couple of cars that we needed to get past, and then pushed on for some fairly decent lap times in the end, to be honest.
We're heading out for race number 2. Chris realised that the car was towing in quite a lot, so he's changed that, rear brake adjustment, a couple of other different little things. So he's starting, due to the reverse grid, he's starting from the exact same position. He'll just be on the opposite side, so we're going to go to the hairpin, watch race number 2 and see how he gets on.
Fantastic. It pulls the Honda Civic Type R. We look to the gantry because all of the lights are already illuminated. We wait, we race immediately. Good start from Daniel Clark on the outside, headed towards turn 1, as is Steve Whitelake, the blue number 8. Peter Palazzo and the white car is going towards the outside as well. It looks like it's going to be Daniel Clark.
Superb drive for the 14 now. Steve Whitelake under pressure. Stuart Black. But Steve Whitelake in his chance to go inside Daniel Clark at the airport. Stuart Black.
So time for the final of the Legends then. Chris starting relatively near the back. It should be quite a good one this, because there's going to be a lot of really fast cars all towards the back, because none of them have had a particularly bad day. So we're going to stand at the hairpin, which is probably the most exciting corner in the reverse direction, and we'll see what's going to happen. Chris, final race of the weekend. It's been a reasonably successful weekend for Rubber Duck Racing. You're starting relatively near the back, which is a good thing for a Legends final. What's the plan?
Yeah, we've had a brilliant weekend really. Obviously having the 2 cars up this weekend has been brilliant. Having Scott in the car has been mega. Yeah, we start towards the back in this one, but we'll just aim to keep it clean and move forward.
Very good luck, Chris.
Cheers, buddy.
Pretty challenging that was. Obviously, I made a mistake right at the beginning, missed the chicane and let them through. And almost got me as well. And then it was like,
ready to go racing. The speed controlled almost by William Reid there on the outside. A really bizarre start. Alistair Calderwood not quite with it. Glenn Burtonshaw with a brilliant start in the 72. He's looking towards the outside mark. French has been followed up. Elvie Clark's going to be in the mix down at turn 1 as well. He had a brilliant last race yesterday out of Duffus. Chris Dewey then leads lap 1 ahead of Glenn Burtonshaw and Steve Turn.
Car in pit lane, can't see the number on from the dark grey ones, but it's certainly got the 40p, which is challenging for the lead against Chris Dewey, just as one of the tight cars.
Slipstreams all the way towards turn 1.
Yeah, side by side to come over the road there. Ryan McLeish has the advantage at the moment, and the inside line for the airpit.
Onto the dirt 4, Steve Whiteline. That's not what he needed because Stephen Turner's coming back at him.
Yes, Steve there, battling hard here. He could try and go in the outside instead. Whiteline third place then in terms of points gained today, Ryan McLeish. Second place, after a paddock lead over the last race meeting as well, Dan Clark. Just as
usual, so over there.
Just as made them.
The winner overall today, the most points gained today, Stuart Black.